Hello, everybody. It is time for Vintage Cube. I logged on today looking to play some more Modern Horizons, but it turns out Vintage Cube is back, so we're gonna jump into that. So, what do we have? There's some new additions, of course, from Modern Horizons. We got Ghost Fire Slice here. What is this guy? Obsidian Charmaw. 5 mana 4/4 costs less for each land your opponent controls that can produce colorless. Okay. There's a battlefield to trend on basic. I don't see this being especially exciting. I'll probably just take Library of Alexandria. Excellent card. Can win you some games almost by itself. And there's not anything super crazy otherwise. Like Gristlebrand and LED are interesting takes potentially, but I think starting with Library leaves us pretty open, which is nice. And we can figure out what we're doing after that while we have a nice little piece of card advantage that also is a land, which is the end. All right. Oh, goodness. Hang out with my kitty here. It's making noises. All right. So what looks good here? There's Urza, there's Solitude. Stop climbing on the keyboard, kitty. Thank you. Shallow Grave's good as well, but we don't have any of the targets yet, obviously. The kitty might be done hanging out with us. I'm probably just gonna take Urza. No. On the keyboard. I think Solitude's quite good, but it leaves us a lot less open. Like Urza can obviously it's an artifact card, but it can also just go in a lot of decks. Alright. Slightly distracted there. I apologize. Hopefully won't ruin the viewing experience. Alright. Pretty weak pack. Old Border Unholy Heat looks cool though. We got a fetch that doesn't look like it helps us right now. The Brainstorm, which is just fine. Let me reserve the Brainstorm while I think some more. And Holy Heat's fine. Metamorphose is fine. Calce's Judgment's pretty good. Baleful Strix can be good as well. I mean, I think Baleful Strix, it is an artifact, which can do some things with Urza. And yeah, let's take a Strix. I like the card in general. Okay, now we can take Subtlety, Currency Converter, and Vampiric Tutor, I think are the reasonable options for us. So Subtlety's nice because free spells plus Library of Alexandria can be kind of a combo. Though it can also be kind of a non-book because it can take you off library, but Currency Converter is good and it's an artifact. So our only artifact synergy card right now is Urza, so there's that. And then Vamp Tutor can obviously do some stuff if we find combos. I do like it in general. Like I like assembling combo decks. Not sure we're there yet. But you know what? I will take Vampire. I think the card's quite powerful. Alright, we got another Goyf, which I don't think is what we're going for. There's a Lurrus. That's something we could potentially go into. There's also Emrakul. Once you have Vampiric Tutor, Emrakul gets a little bit more interesting. There was that Shallow Grave before. It's possible it'll wheel. Lurrus, we would have to probably cut Urza, but we could assemble a Lurrus deck. It's not out of the question, but I think I like the Emrakul stuff a little bit more. With Vamp in the deck, it just makes it reasonably likely we can assemble something. Now I might just take Inquisition over Concealing Curtain. Interesting. Interesting little white weenie addition. I don't hate it. We don't have any fixing yet, which is a slight concern. Take Inquisition, that's just a good spell. And probably Duress as well. Blue's not looking incredibly open from this side, but I think that's fine. Oh, Basking Root Wall is back in the cube. I don't know about that one. Let's see. I like Sylvan Library quite a lot, actually, but Duress is quite good as well. Certainly need to be switching to green right this second. Alright, we have Preacher, we got Bronco. We got Childred's Edict as a removal spell. None of this speaks to me greatly. I mean, if I can saddle this plus Emrakul is kind of an interesting little combo, but I might take Shieldred's Edict. I like having removal spells. Do I take Preacher? I'll take Preacher. I don't know. Alright, was this the pack with the Holograph? I think it might have been. Oh, that's a shame, but it's okay. None of these lands really do anything. Not really a Thraben Inspector deck. Could be an LED deck. Like, again, we have the Vampiric, so setting up things that can be combos is kind of nice. It's a lot of blue duels. I could take one of those as well, but I'm going to take the LED. We'll see. Wow, that's an extremely late Solitude. Holy moly. I might just take it. I don't have any white cards yet, but I mean, if this is wheeling, then nobody's playing white, right? I don't think I'm going to miss these other cards all that much. Don't want a Cabal Ritual. Not that much. Don't want a Lightning Greaves, maybe. Sure, I'll take a Lightning Greaves. I don't really know. Oh, they put Malevolent Rumble in the cube? That seems like a bit of a stretch, but alright. I mean, Lingering Souls could be good if I'm playing white-black, which is looks like I might be, so... Not against that. Oh, the Lurrus Wield as well? I'm gonna take it. I don't know that it'll be a companion, but it can certainly go in the... into the 40. I'm not even great with it right now. It's just the Baleful Strix, but I don't know. It's just a good card in general. Can be good with LED. Certainly a combo. Shred on basic to get a basic. Double white. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'll take that card. Selesnya Sanctuary's fine. Alright, what do we have here? It's a Watery Grave, which is nice. It's an Atraxa, which kind of wants some of the same pieces as the Emrakul. There's also One Ring, which is quite good. I don't have any way to accelerate it at the moment, which kind of sucks, but it's obviously a good card. I think it's between those two. I don't know. Like, Time Twister, I don't think is doing a lot for us. We don't have any combos with it, really. One Ring will be good if I can find some ways to accelerate it. Atraxa will be good if I can find some sick combos with it plus Emrakul. I'm leaning more towards Atraxa, but just because we have the Vampiric already, so like combos are a bit easier to assemble. Scrubland would be quite nice. Mother of Runes is good. Mana Leak's good. Argo is actually pretty sick, but we're not doing that. What are the chances Scrubland wheels? How much do I care about Mother of Runes? Good with some of this stuff, but the white cards have been wheeling, like, right, the Solitude wheeled. I think I'm just gonna take the Scrubland because it seems like it's gonna be important in our deck. We'll pick up white cards later. Like, here I can take an Esper Sentinel. I don't like this in the alt border because you can't tell it's an artifact. Not really a Force Negation deck. We don't have any blue cards at the moment. We really need to find some ways to cheat these big creatures into play, or that kind of falls apart, but... Walking Ballista is decent. You can Lurrus it. Esper Sentinel, I like that it pitches to Solitude, and it's just hard in general. Not a whole lot else here. I mean, Godless Shrine and Urberg are both fine, but we just picked up the Scrublands. Less worried about that. I grab the Esper Sentinel. It's decent card. It's an artifact. A Johnny. Okay. I need a refresher on what that one does. Otherwise a pretty weak pack. Might think Shadowy Backstreet or Bulky or something. Alright, what's this? It's a 1-2 that makes a 2-1. And then when the cat dies, it returns transformed. It buffs your cats. It makes cats. And then it does some random stuff. Okay. I mean, maybe we're turning into a bit of a Lurrus deck, in which case Johnny's quite good. Alright, I don't know. Alright, there's an Animate Dead. I'll take that. Sick combo with Lurrus, actually. Good with Solitude. Yeah, all kinds of nice combos here. I need to find ways to discard the Atraxa at the very least. But we'll figure something out here. At the moment, I don't know if I'm playing the blue. I only have the 2 blue cards. I mean, Atrox doesn't really count. Okay, Carnage Interpreter is kind of a way to discard, but discard your whole hand. Palantir is just good. There's a couple white weenie cards here. What happens if I cut Preacher, Urza, Solitude Herds, cut the 2 big things, and just try to go for a companion Lurrus deck? Is that crazy? I kind of want to take Giver and see if we can do that. Beautiful Mastery. Quite what I want. That was decent. I don't know. I don't know if this is right, but here we go. There's Glimmer Lens, there's Reprieve, there's Revoker. I think I'll take the Reprieve. Good spell. Okay, there's a Tundra if I did want some blue, which Baleful Strix is still good, so I wouldn't mind that. I could also take Fatal Push. I don't have any removal yet. But I think I'll take the Tundra just because, like, if I open a Time Walk or something, I'm going to want to be able to play it. I think that's important enough. And then maybe a Seachrome Coast as well. I could take a True Name, but Double Blue doesn't feel like a thing I want to do. Oh, the Mother of Runes Wield. Perfect. We'll take that. I think we're making a Lurrus Companion deck. I'm gonna miss the Solitude. That one hurts. The Preacher's not a big deal. The Urza's not a big deal. And then these big cards I don't have any combos for yet. Animate Dead plus Lurrus is like kind of sick, so. I'm gonna take the Godless Shrine over the Ballista. The Ballista is good, but we still need more fixing. Any white-based fetch land would be sick now. Picks up Scrubland Tundra. That fixes their mana quite nicely. Alright, we'll see. I've made some sacrifices to stick with Lurrus here. I have the LED and the Greaves, which are possible inclusions as well if we end up kind of short on playables, which is not impossible. Alright, I guess I'll take Shadowy Backstreet. Our fixing's quite decent. And I guess at that point we take a Thalia. Alright. This isn't a bad Thalia deck. I don't have that many non-creature spells, right? I'll take Mastery of a Sword. I could use a removal spell. Okay, Glimmer Lens is nice. Alright, yeah, it looks like we're doing the thing. Alright, well, Oko's not really something we could have splashed anyway, so I don't mind losing out on that one. Adeline would be good. Could take Mana Vault. I'm not sure what this is really doing for me, though. I'm trying to play a Lurrus deck. It's kind of a weak pack, honestly. Like, Adeline's the best card for us, but it doesn't work with Lurrus. Let me make some changes here. So if we cut these, the Preacher, we have 16 playables. Not sure about this Vampiric, to be honest, but boy. I don't think Mystical Tutor does a whole lot for me. Let's take Bone Shards. Man, first picking up Bone Shards does not feel good. I will, but I don't like it. Alright, Dark Confidant's pretty good. Vindicate's solid. Unexpected the Absence, good. The Thopter Foundry. You could have had the combo, I guess. I think this is going to be an excellent Bob deck, so let's just take Bob. This member is also really good. We're fine. There's a Flash. Probably taking Selfless Spirit now. Yep. Parallax Wave, another good card that we're going to have to pass up on here. Ooh, having to pass Palace Jailer stinks, but Dauthi Voidwalker is quite good. I think Ephemerate doesn't really do anything for us. Let's take the Voidwalker. Alright, Kitty, I know. I'll let you out in a minute. What is this? You discard a card or sack a permanent. Its power equal number of permanent cards in your graveyard and his toughness stat number. I don't know about that one. Let me just take like a Serum Visions. Possibly my mana is good enough to play that. Ooh, Emperor of Bones? That's a fun inclusion. Yeah, I'll take an Emperor of Bones. I think that's going to be better than Samwise or Usher here, and one of those might wheel anyway. Ocelot's Pride? Okay, yeah. Another interesting inclusion. I don't think I have a ton that does other token things, but I have a couple, and this is just a good one drop to start with. What's Bloodghast do? 2-1 can't block. You can play it. All Concealed Courtyard's decent. Really bizarre looking Gaia's Cradle. Yeah, pretty close to playables. I think I'll just take the Concealed Courtyard. That should be fine. All right, I mean, I'll take the Adeline. If I end up in a situation where I want to side in out of Lurrus, which is definitely possible with Solitude in my sideboard, then Adeline will be a good thing to put in. Fine. I don't know about this Vampiric Tutor. I kind of want to cut that card if I can. Yeah. If I cut that one, I'm on 29 with 7 lands. This is 22. I could play Lightning Greaves. It's not great, but it's okay. Oh, here's some stuff I can play, though. I think Vindicate's probably a little bit better than Unexpected the Absent, though they're both decent. Take the Vindicate. These cards don't really do anything, so here, why not? And Haywire Might, not really doing much. I don't think Ephemerate's doing a whole lot, but I guess I'll take it. Again, if we end up on the Solitude plan, it's quite good in that sense. I mean, Flage is powerful. Actually, let's take Dress Down. I might actually play that card. Oh, I'll probably play Usher. Right, maybe I don't play Dress Down then. And maybe I cut the Serum Visions as well. See, I don't really have to play basic islands. If I could Serum Visions and Baleful Strix, that would be ideal. Oh, Bodyguard actually is a nice one. I do have to remember that Lurrus doesn't count as part of my deck. It's a nice little aggro Lurrus deck. I've not built a deck like this in quite some time, so it'll be fun to see how it goes. We'll get to deck building in just a moment. All right, here we go with deck building. Let's see. Let me take the lands out for a moment. Okay, I don't know why I read them all out. That's annoying, but sure. This is 25, and again, Lurrus doesn't exactly count. Lurrus gets to live in the sideboard as a companion. We have to make one cut. It's probably Serum Visions. I could also not cut anything and play 16 lands. Our deck's extremely cheap, right? So that feels okay. So yeah, 16 lands wouldn't be crazy. Our curve basically ends at 2. I mean, we have a couple of more expensive cards. So I think 16 lands is perfectly reasonable, though we do have a Library of Alexandria, which sort of one should have a few extra lands, although it also draws into extra lands. Kinda whatever. Let's say I stick with this. How many blue sources? I really hate having to put basic islands in my deck is the only thing. But I don't have enough blue sources otherwise, right? Why would you do this to me? Library, Sealed Courtyard, Shadowy Backstreet. So I have 4 dual lands. So just about every black-white dual here. We have 2 blue sources and the library. If I did cut the blue, I have to play some pretty marginal cards like Lightning Greaves. Doesn't sound great. I might just play like one island and call it a day. All right, so this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 black, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 white. It's probably wrong. I probably want 9, 9. Do have a double black card after all. All right, I think this is a perfectly reasonable deck. Let's see how Lurrus can do for us, shall we? See you match number 1. All right, let's do this. I've chosen my companion. And I am on the draw. No white swords, but starting with a library is obviously pretty decent. So keep. Right. Marsh Flats is acceptable. Let's go ahead and play a Library of Alexandria. Not having moxes or anything does make the library a little bit worse, but it's okay. I might not actually use it on my turn to it. Like, I'll draw the card here, but then I might try to play one of my spells here. Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and draw an end step. I have so many cards anyway. There's Mother of Runes. So I could go Mother of Runes plus draw. I could also just play Thalia. It feels like it's got to be decent here. I think I'll just play Thalia. Ah, they had to Stern Scolding. That's unfortunate, but okay. I was sort of thinking about that card, but it's not like extremely likely or anything, and this is still fine. Cycle Timeless Dragon's at least pretty slow. And oh, Ocelot's Pride's interesting. Yeah, combat, exile cards. So I could exile that. Fine. Let's go swamp, then draw, I think. Serum Visions. Serum Visions isn't really what I'm looking for. I kind of like that I can just exile their Timeless Dragon right away with this. Let me do that. Wow. Oh, Path it? Okay, that's fine. Get an extra planes, I think. Like, obviously that means they get to keep their dragon, but I mean, who cares, really? I'm sitting here librarying, so this all feels fine. All right, let's go island, draw. Hopefully you don't have like a sick play there. Okay, no sick plays. So I'm on 8 cards. I can play Baleful Strix as one of them. It replaces itself, and then play like a Glimmer Lens or whatever. Sure, why not? Okay. Like, trading 1-for-1 with me is just not a good strategy right now because I have the ultimate card advantage machine. Obviously, if they have some sick combo they can play, that's one thing. But if their plan is to like reanimate this dragon, I really don't care at all. Got multiple ways to remove it. I got all sorts of stuff going on here. Does look like Thalia's gonna be pretty good though, so good one to keep in mind. Hard to say if they're playing control or some kind of combo right now. Obviously, a lot going on. All right, reveal something. Graveyard. We'll see if it's like a giant creature. No, it's a fairy. Fine. Still keeping mana open, which makes me think they still might have counter spells, but that's fine. Let's go swamp, draw, attack. Then try to resolve a Dark Confidant. Let's see. If I tap out a black. I think that's fine. And I'll cast the Serum Visions. Oh, Duress is kind of interesting. Probably want that. Selfless Spirit looks good too in case they have a Wrath. I think I'll keep both these on top. So let's go top, top. And then I guess I'll play a Mother of Runes. Pass here. All right. Sarah Paragon is not going to do it in the slightest bit. You get to play that, but who cares? All right. Okay, that's fine. Cast the Duress. Counterspell, Palantir, Toxic Deluge, and we'll take the Deluge and play Selfless Spirit to stop the dam, I think. Card. Selfless Spirit. What do I have to do with this? Sack a creature, discard a card. I'd probably sack the Baleful Strix. It's not really a big deal. I don't really want them to draw a card all that much. So do this with sack a creature. Kill that. Sack the Baleful Strix. You have Palantir, Counterspell, and Dam. Two. And I'm not going to go off of library quite yet. Are they too scared of Counterspell? Palantir's fine. Actually, Dothi Voidwalker plus Palantir is an interesting little combo. Sapphire doesn't mill X cards, X number, life equal totem value of those cards. I don't actually know how that works, to be honest. Yeah, I assume I'll still lose the life. They went 2 top. Does he have Counterspell up as well? No. Feel that dead, that's fine. I actually know what I'm revealing here. Oh, Esper Sentinel's decent, okay. I guess I'll play Esper Sentinel first. It's fine. Counter it. Draw a card. Play Dothi. Back for 4. And that's game. Alright. So we're playing against what just looks like a control deck. Lots of non-creature spells. A couple of big finishers. Alright. I think it's a decent matchup. Lightning Greaves out of the board. I think so. I think we're fine. Let's just run it back. And reveal Lurrus as my companion. And I guess Mulligan. Saw the power of our first pick Library of Alexandria that game, obviously. Alright, we're going to keep this one. Probably just back to Baleful Strix. Cast it. I mean, I guess I can't cast a Dothi either. More likely to draw an extra black than I am to draw blue. Position into one of these things. Position looks excellent in this match. I mean, a lot of stuff looks good. Alright, what do we got? a tap land. So I will get to resolve Dark Confidant. They have a way to remove it. Look like it. Don't really care about Loran. I'm taking one of these counter spells. Like, Dak doesn't scare me all that much. Loran doesn't scare me very much either. So I guess I'll take No More Lies probably. Parlor. Slot's Pride is not bad. Let's go Dark Confidant. And that's match, apparently. All right. Well, I think that's a somewhat early concession, but fair enough, I guess. Let's go to round number 2. All right, here we go again. I lost a die roll. This window is now bigger for some reason because Magic Online is high quality. Ooh, another Library of Alexandria start. Don't mind if I do. Got a quick removal spell if we need it. We have Mother of Runes into a Johnny. All good things. I will be leaning on Library, though. Obviously. For that, and next turn I can play the Mother of Runes, which will be nice. I had Johnny down, and we'll see what happens. No Orcish Bowmasters, please. And Orcish Bowmasters, I like that. Let's go land, Mother of Runes. Could start getting Thalia out there, which is cool. If they want to counter this, then fine. Sure. Not a huge deal. Again, 1-for-1 answers against Library of Alexandria is just not the way to do it. Draw. Seachrome Coast. Okay. So I don't need to get a swamp out there yet. So let's go Seachrome Coast. And what are the chances they have another spell? Only something. Getting Thalia out there would be kind of sick, though. But maybe I just lean on Johnny. Try to use up the counter if they have one. If they don't, then I get 3 power into play, and that's fine, too. Sensei's top. All right. Think we'll probably get them. Draw. Emperor of Bone. Terrible one. Grieve. Okay, well, let's go ahead and attack. Go Swamp. Thalia. Sure. And the top in response. That's acceptable. I'll go draw plus Usher, I think. There's a ton of reason. Oh, I can't even go up Reprieve. Probably in play. This opponent's a little mana screwed, which is helping, but Library of Alexandria, messed up card. All right. See what you've got. Have 7 power in play, and your non-creature spells are more expensive. Seems pretty tough to beat. All right, let's go ahead and attack. And that's game. All right, we're crushing people with our aggression here. Play another controlling or maybe combo deck. Hard to say for sure right now. I'm not going to make any sideboard changes. Let's just jump back into it. All right, here we go again. This is a fine hand. It's obviously a lot worse than what we've seen before, but it's definitely keepable. Shadowy Backstreet. Hopefully we can eventually cast the Serum Visions. And yeah, we'll see where it goes from there. Reprieve for a bit of interaction. It'd be nice if this was an untapped source. Obviously getting the Giver out would be sweet, but fine. Swamp. All right, let's go Backstreet. And Emperor of Bones. Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. It's action. All right. Feels like they probably have a counter, so I probably don't want to play that. All right, well, now I'll play the Dothy then. Their life, hopefully slightly more difficult. Let me go Emperor plus Giver. They have the counter here. Man, everybody playing Stern Scolding. It's annoying. All right, well, it's fine. Not the best, but worst. Bone Shards. Go Giver. For I really want to exile my own stuff because of Lurrus. Countered anyway. All right. I mean, these one-for-one answers are a lot better when I don't have a Library of Alexandria going. I'll tell you that much. Next turn might be put Lurrus in hand unless I really need to Bone Shard something. Oh, Time Warp. Time Warp with an empty board's not really that scary, so that's fine. All right. Oh, Lingering Souls is kind of nice. All right. I mean, I guess I'll go ahead and attack. Let's cast Lingering Souls. All right. It's something. They seem like they might be a little bit flooded, which is good for me. It's fine. Let's attack with everyone. Should consider whether I want to keep this land in hand to discard to Bone Shards. But I think not. I can always discard the Serum Visions if I need to. Yeah, let me just flashback Lingering Souls, put on the pressure here. I want to put Lurrus in hand or just keep up Reprieve. I think I'll just keep up the Reprieve. It's kind of obvious, but that's fine. It's a lot of pressure, so having some kind of answer is nice. Although with as much mana as they have, I guess Reprieve's not really doing a whole lot anyway. Okay, let's go ahead and attack. Go Tundra, Serum Visions. Baleful Strix, Concealed Courtyard. Well, I definitely don't want the Courtyard. Don't want a Baleful Strix? Sure, why not? Then we'll go Lurrus in hand. 3. Pass. I mean, they're almost dead. They have flooded out real bad, it seems like. All right, we're apparently just crushing this. This was the first time we even used Lurrus, though I didn't actually end up casting it. So our opponent just got really flooded on game 2, it seems like, and kind of ran them over with libraries. So All right, let's see if we can win the finals. All right, here we go. We get to be on the play. Exciting. Feeling Lurrus. And yeah, this is a keepable hand for sure. It's the nice thing about Lurrus decks is like most of your hands are going to be keepable because you just have so many 2-drops and everything. All right, let's go Seachrome Coast. If they have a Wasteland or something, maybe that's a bad play. Maybe I'm supposed to lead on basic Swamp. It's all right. Arrest me? Okay. Well, slightly annoying to take my animate, but not the end of the world. That's not a great draw. This. Oh. Okay, well. I needed something better than multiple lands in a row. This hand to work out. Blood Tithe Harvester. Looks like we're up against some kind of reanimator deck here. Serum Visions is solid, I guess. Johnny and Shadowy Backstreet. Well, I don't want the Backstreet. I guess I'll take a Johnny, sure. Then we'll go Courtyard. And I guess the Selfless Spirit. Baleful Strix around the block. They do... Well, I guess until I get my thing in hand, they don't have to worry about it too much. But I can at some point potentially play Lurrus plus Animate. Which is nice. Splashing green, interesting. The Liliana Vest? Alright. Doesn't look like it does that much, to be honest. Okay, I'll sack my Baleful Strix and kill your Liliana? What? Oh, I see. Okay, I mean, I guess that's fine, but... Not terribly worried. I can put out a pretty big board presence from here. I should keep some of these lands around to discard, but let's get the Scrubland out. Go. Johnny. I actually have multiple cats. It's kind of funny. No City's Blessing, unfortunately. What's the flip side of this even do? Put a counter on a cat, create the cat. Okay. Flipping, that's good. Yeah, that's not a giant creature, so I feel okay so far. Sure. Start of Plains. Let's see. Discard and Entomb. The world? Okay. Are they about to wipe my board? They're about to wipe my board. Oh, that's a bad draw. Okay, well, let's go ahead and attack Liana with everything. Yeah. Fire Covenant makes sense. Murder. Sure, I'll use the ability. Well, let's go ahead and get Lurrus into hand. Next turn, I can go Lurrus plus something. Probably a Johnny, honestly. It's a cat as well. It's kind of funny. Guess I don't play a land this turn. I don't know if it matters much, but... Hopefully I don't have a hymn or something to follow up. That would be enough. Arena of Glory. Oh, that's a cool addition. All right. They have more removal, presumably. All right, let's go Tundra. Means I'm going to lose my Mother of Runes here, which is kind of lame, but do. Johnny back out. I killed Lurrus in response, I imagine. Oh no, they didn't. Okay. Well, let's see if they have another Wrath then, because now if they kill Lurrus, I at least get to flip a Johnny, which is kind of cool. I kill the Johnny instead. Interesting. Okay. All right, I'm not too worried about that. I guess now they can go removal spell plus Liliana minus. All right, well, I'm just gonna sack the token. Oh, is that it? Down for that. Vindicate's interesting. Let's tackle Liliana. Oh, I should have cast the thing first, but this is fine. Okay, now we're doing okay. I want to cast here. Just cast a Johnny again, honestly. I think I'll just play Mom. Keep the Vindicate in hand. Alright, well, if they can't deal with the Lurrus... I don't know why they didn't just kill the Lurrus with their Snuff Out. Oh, right, it's black. That makes sense. Alright, well, we got him there. Kind of a weird game, but it's alright. So they're black-red... I mean, they are Reanimator. They have Tomb in their decks. They are definitely Reanimator. They're also somewhat controlling. Is there anything I want against Reanimator that I don't want otherwise? I mean, Solitude, but I don't know if I'm quite willing to make that swap yet here. I think we'll just run it back. Hope that we can overrun them. Reveal the Lurrus. I'm on the draw. I have the Inquisition, which is nice. Any land gets me 2/2 drops. I think 16 lands, 2 draws towards it. It's close. I think I'm supposed to mulligan, though. My deck's good enough that I don't need to keep these marginal hands. Yeah, this looks better. Let's keep this. Do I put back a land or something else? I think I might just put back a plains. A 1-drop. Ah, they have their own Inquisition. Well, we'll see if they take our Inquisition or something else. That'll kind of give us some information, I suppose. Nice thing is we have a 1-drop play either way. They did take our Inquisition. That's free real estate right there. Alright, well, let's just go Courtyard, Giver. Obviously, you'd rather be the one casting the Inquisition, because the options. It is. Him, okay. Oof. Don't like that. Annoying set of hits. Gonna be a low resource game. See how good this Vindicate ends up being. I'm probably not going to go for land because I don't have any pressure on the board. All right, there's Seachrome Coast. Let's go ahead and attack. They have a removal spell? Yeah, all right. Yeah, I guess I'll just put this in hand. It's a little dangerous because I don't plan to cast it anytime soon, but it's something to do right now. And like, yeah, they could discard it now with a Thoughtseize or something like that, and that would be bad. But with the Giver of Runes, I also can just play it, potentially. It's a little harder to remove. Okay, I'm gonna kill the Giver, that's fine. So now if I draw another land, I could play it plus Giver, for example, which wouldn't be bad. Third land. If I don't draw land, I don't think I want to play Lurrus straight up. I might just be vindicating whatever this is, unless it's another discard spell of some kind. This could be like a Mind Twist for 2. That wouldn't be crazy. Okay, still Liana. That's kind of expected. I'll discard the Baleful Mastery. Oh, they're just not even going to use it? This thing, okay. Exile a creature or planeswalker. I'd rather have around. I guess the Vindicate's cheaper, so let's just go Mastery full cost here. It is an exile effect, which is potentially nice against some of the reanimation nonsense, but... Right? Fine. Serum Visions. I'm gonna go for the Lurrus Giver play here. I think it's fine. They'll probably kill it, but... Sure. Gotta make something happen. Obviously, that hint to talk hurt quite a bit. But it's not like my graveyard was stocked with excellent targets either. Alright. Serum Visions will do something here, maybe. Esper Sentinel, Usher of the Fallen. They're both creatures, which I like. Usher can also generate some value. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm supposed to keep... I don't know about the Esper Sentinel, I guess. That one's maybe a little too low impact. I think bottom that one, but I'll top the Usher. I guess I'm not going to play my Surveil land quite yet. I don't really need all these lands in place. Let me just keep that around. I don't really know what I can do with them, but if they somehow have more discard where I get to choose, it'll be good to have the option. I'm assuming they're missing a color, so what's happening here? Usher. Backstreet. Yard that. I'll keep this back. I think the 1 damage isn't quite worth it. Our lands is pretty bad. Back. Bad. Alright, I mean, we got some pressure going. Our opponents have had a lot of mana problems. These, that's for sure. Animate my Lurrus. Doesn't really let you do anything. I guess it blocks my 1/1s. Oh, my own animate. Interesting. Ah, well, okay. That actually changes things. I was just gonna let the Lurrus be, but now I do want to animate the Lurrus. So let's go Vindicate on guess whichever one of these doesn't matter. Oh, 1, 2, 3 destroyed. But yeah. 3. Animate my own Lurrus. 2. Then cast Selfless Spirit. Now I just have all kinds of protection going. Toxic Deluge would be bad. They do have 5 cards in hand. Maybe I overcommitted here, but feels like setting up lethal is good. I don't know. Maybe that was too greedy, but it worked out. I think it was wrong to do that last play. I think I should have waited, because if they did have a Toxic Deluge, that would have put me really far behind, and that would have been bad. But worked out, so we'll take it. And you know what? Trophy on our first what's the word I'm looking for? First adventure into the cube? That's not quite it. I don't know. I had a word in mind and now I can't think of it. But anyway, got a trophy on our first cube. Pretty exciting. And there'll definitely be more coming. So stay tuned for those. If you enjoyed, consider hitting like, subscribe, all the good YouTube buttons. Do help me out. I appreciate it a lot. That'll do it for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.